All right, guys, welcome back to the Life and Lessons of Me. This is like my third time making an episode today because I wasn't happy with the last one and the other one was glitchy and yeah. So we're gonna talk about something I already talked about, but I think I want to reiterate it for myself because for some reason when I'm giving other people advice, it's easier for me to take my own advice, but it's hard for me in reality to take my own advice sometimes. So I'm going to talk about, you know, being happy in relation to by yourself or with others in any capacity. But yeah, so the biggest reason for me as to why you should make yourself happy and make yourself feel confident is because, I've learned that when you rely on other people, it's really hard to get anything actually done. Like, I rely on people that are unreliable. So think about that. If you're relying on people who are unreliable, it's not going to get easy for you. It's going to be difficult because if you care about somebody in a way that logically doesn't really make sense, you need to, number one, look out for you. But at the same time, don't just be selfish and be a jerk, but you need to look out for your best interests. And I don't think I have been in the last couple of weeks. I guess I've been confused about what's going on in my head in terms of I realized that dating makes no sense to me. I mean, yeah, this is about this kind of stuff now, this episode. But yeah, it's important to make your own confidence, keep yourself occupied, do things you like to do for you instead of who knows, overthinking about a girl constantly. And yeah, it doesn't work. And now it's okay, I feel this way about somebody. Now what? Like, as soon as I say something, well, okay, I did say something, but so I definitely noticed a difference, I guess. But at the same time, it's how much of my overthinking crap can they put up with before they're like, all right, you're annoying, goodbye. Which is why it's so important to do things for yourself, because if something weird happens with that and then it's well, I already feel this way, so now I'm gonna be messed up for well, one, that's the wrong attitude, but yeah, it's just okay, I need to actually focus on me and actually be okay. Just, I don't know, being here in my house all day. Like, that's why I also need to focus on making the podcast a lot because it's something to do. Number one. Number two, I like doing it. And number three, if I really want to make it a sort of career, I actually have to treat it like it's a job instead of a hobby. So I'm going to get serious with this every week, maybe 2 episodes a week, because I need something. Okay. And I'll try maybe a more serious advice segment and then maybe more comical, like the last episode, um which I want to do because I feel like I am pretty funny, yeah. But my thing is, I need to refocus what I'm focusing on. I'm not gonna not focus on this person, or not focus on my podcast, or not focus on school. Going to focus on all of those things, but in a different way, more focus on school and podcasts and less focus on things that may or may not ever happen, right? So it's better for your mental health to live in reality instead of, well, I wish this or I wish that, or what if this was like this. That doesn't help. I'm talking from experience. It doesn't help. So the fact that I know all this and I'm helping you with this, why can't I follow my own advice? Why is that so difficult for people to do? It's I'm aware of everything that I'm doing, but I can't stop it. It's weird. It's really weird. I've gotten better at, acting like an asshole. I stop it. I catch it before that happens. That is going good. And, I need to focus on building my social life back up because I've literally no social life, which is maybe why I'm putting so much focus into somebody who, you know, has their own life going on. Like, it's why don't I have my own life? Because I'm not as driven. Like, I don't get it. Like, my motivation is just up, down, up, down, up, down. Like, I can't figure it out. Like, and then I have a bad day and then I'm good for like a while. And then it's like, what? I don't get it. Like, I know I'm not depressed because according to my other friend, like she has chemical imbalances or whatever. So yeah, she cannot think how I think, like, or how most people probably think. And that's not her fault. It's not. But the logic versus emotional side of things, like you got to look at everything. It's like, so emotionally I know what I want to do, but logically I'm like, what should I do? And the answer is something I don't want to hear. That's probably why, you know, I haven't been as focused or able to take my own advice. It's that's how it is. Like, that's how it is. But like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Driving stuff for me that got moved up to April or March. March 14th to April 1st. Boom, license, and then car indefinitely could take. Who knows how freaking long the car could take? It better be quick, but because it's like, how annoying that would be for me to get my license and then have to wait another indefinite amount of time to get my car, like within a year probably, but that's a really long time. Like, I don't think I can wait a year. So it better be done in like 3 months or less. That's what I'm calling right now. 3 months or less. Yeah. So it's annoying that I sometimes get distracted, I guess, and can't follow my own advice. Like, or I'm focusing on things that, make me forget about reality when that's not good. Like, of course, I would, I've always been doing this. I've been adapting to impossible odds forever. Okay. Like, I know a couple people with their license and a car, but they're older than me. So I'm determined to do it before they did. Like, I'm proving that, you know, you can get what you want done within the rules set by, the government to help, help. But it's helpful, but at the same time, it's extremely frustrating. But without it, it'd be kind of difficult to do this. But in any case, usually people wait until they're like literally done college, which ain't gonna work for me because, like, what? I'm forced to go to college too? Like, thanks. Like, I don't need to do that. Okay. But like, that's how I'm getting my car because I am in school and I can't get to school. Like, that's why I'm doing online school because we don't have a reliable car and I don't trust it. And yeah. So that's why I'm stuck here. But once that happens, once I get my car, yeah. So, like I said before, maybe I don't necessarily need a huge social life here. Maybe I just need to be extremely occupied all the time. And, for me, that makes sense. For like other people, like younger people, they got less responsibility. It doesn't make sense to focus on no one else. Like if you're in high school, you're supposed to make friends. You're still a kid. Like, and from what I've learned as an adult is that it's nearly impossible to make friends, especially after COVID. Nobody knows what to do, like as a guy, I think it's difficult because it's like, okay, where do I meet dudes to hang out with? The gym? Oh, wait. And then it's like, okay, if I try to be friends with a girl, what's the likelihood that, I don't get confused? Like, because I've been confused before, but based in like reason, like I think this is a signal, or I think that's a signal. And then it's like, oh, you actually think the complete opposite of what I think you think? Like, which is why it's also important to ask questions, but like at the same time, people won't be direct with you. They won't be. They don't want to hurt your feelings or whatever, but sometimes you got to tell people no. It makes it easier for them, makes it easier for you. Like, I don't know. It's been weird the last couple of weeks. It's like, all right, I thought this girl liked me. I was wrong based on signals, so I could still be wrong. And then I can't tell. I just now I'm worried that it's already too late, and I'm already gonna feel everything that's gonna come with, you know, doing the right thing, which would be, not focusing on it as much. And I don't know. It's just like there's nothing. That's the issue. There's nothing. And it's just like, okay, well, car stuff is good, but I don't have anyone to share that accomplishment with. Like, great. I can share it with my family. Yay. But I don't always want to do that. Like it's hard to have accomplishments and have nobody to share them with, which is why it's so difficult for me to be like, all right, yeah, when I get famous and like make a bunch of money, like I don't know. It's just life is confusing, but it's all about how you figure it out. Some people figure it out a lot easier than other people. Some people figure it out way too early than they should have to. Some people are forced to grow up and be more mature quicker. Like half of you guys, if you were in my situation, I don't know what would happen. Like, because I've lived with this my entire life, it has made me who I am today. And I just think ignorance absolutely is bliss. If you don't see something right in front of your face, or if you don't personally experience it, you're not going to know anything about it. That's what it is. It's not that you don't care. It's that you're not exposed to it, so you don't know anything about it. So you don't care by default. But like, it's not that you don't care. It's just that everybody's so focused on what's going on in their world that they never see anything else. And for me, I'm so observant because I've been forced to be. I don't like to miss details because, I like to take every aspect of the situation in, every aspect of like, who's next to me, who's in front of me, who's behind me. Like, can they see me? Can I see them? Like, do I need to move or do they need to move? Are they going to move or I'm going to move? Or like, which direction are they going to go? Because you ever notice that? Like, you go one way, they go the same way, and then you're like, what the hell? So I've experimented actually with that. Like, I stare in one spot, like to the opposite direction. Like, I stare in the direction I'm going to move, and then I move that way. So it's like, are they following my movement by accident or like I don't know how that works. It's funny, but I test it. Like I look in a different direction and see if they go that way. If they go the way I look, then I go the opposite way. So if I'm looking to the right, I'll go to the left and see what happens. Or if I'm going to the right, I'll go to the right and see if they go to the left. Like if I pick a lane, if I stare where I'm going, maybe they're more likely to go the other way. Like, but also like I've always had to like plan ahead for things. Like I plan things out that aren't necessarily going to happen, but it's like, what if this does happen? I need a plan for this. Like, I guess Cub Scouts, man, be prepared. Boy Scouts, rather, but I never did Boy Scouts actually, so I'm a fake Boy Scout. But yeah, the motto is be prepared. So yeah, I'm prepared because I have to be. Like, obviously, I have a mostly positive attitude, but just because I'm aware of things that could potentially happen, like, is that like stressing me out unnecessarily? Like why? As somebody who tells other people to focus on the positives, why can't I do it? Like, why is it so? I don't get it. It's like again, double-edged sword. Like thinking ahead can also stress you out, but not thinking ahead can make you stressed out when shit happens. You know, so I don't know. Lots of things that I need to figure out, and it's just tough. Yeah, I mean, life is long, but time is limited. Okay, it is like that's. I posted a video. It's like if you had a, if you never died, why would you get out of the bed in the morning? Like, where's the sense of urgency to get anything done if you never die? You have a limited time to do whatever you want. But in this world, we don't. We have limited time, which makes us achieve more in a shorter amount of time. Achieve more when we're younger, achieve more ambition. Like, we have all of that because we're going to die. Like, we have goals because if we don't accomplish them quickly, who knows? Tomorrow is not guaranteed at all. So, basically what I'm saying is act now, get stuff done now, better yourself now, because if you wait too long, you might not have the opportunity to do any of this. You might have no opportunity to fix yourself. You might have no opportunity to grow yourself as a person or change in any significant way. You might have no opportunity to do any of the things you want to do because, it's tough to be like, you can't just do nothing all day. You can't, because like I said, if you do nothing all day, guarantee doesn't exist for tomorrow. So that's why they say carpe diem, seize the day. Like, seize it, go get it, go do something productive, go get it, leave a mark on the world, a positive one. But like, yeah. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. So yeah, basically create your own happiness, make your own success, boom, get famous, boom, go mountain biking or like go climb Machu Picchu or like go do something like, I don't know. I mean, don't just like be a robot and follow orders. Like, yes, sir. Like, don't be a robot. That's what they want you to be. They want you to be a robot so they can control you. So that's totally not on the subject, but yeah. So go after what you want. Be productive. Go get it now. Don't wait. It's hard for somebody who, it's hard for everybody, not me, but like, it's hard for everybody. There's no guarantees. Nothing. There's no guarantee that you have, equal outcomes in this country. There's a guarantee that you have equal opportunities. That doesn't mean you have to do anything. Just because you have equal opportunities does not make everyone equal. Like, work ethic, mindset, all of that stuff. There are mindsets that are more desirable. There are people who are more desirable. Absolutely. So all I'm saying is, don't blame everybody else for your problems. Focus on you. Fix you. Grow yourself. Make your own confidence. Again, another episode I made. Make yourself feel good. You don't need to rely on other people, because it's risky. And I mean, eventually, yeah, it's worth the risk, but I don't know. I don't think it's worth it right now. And like, part of me is like, no, it's totally fine. Like, and the other part of me is like, you're dumb. Like, focus on you. Let's get back at it. Do what makes you feel good. So basically, my mind's all over the place right now, but I know what to do. And I think I have to do it. Like, as much as I would like to be like, nah, why do I have to do that? It's not that I'm cutting somebody out. Like, there's no way I'm doing that. That's ridiculous. But focus on it less. That's my plan. So yeah, it's not going away, but I'm gonna focus on it way less and like focus on me, do stuff that I want to do. I keep summarizing the episode, but anyway, go check out all of my other content on YouTube and Apple Podcasts and like Spotify and all that stuff. Go check it out. As always, I appreciate you guys listening to me. I appreciate the feedback that I get sometimes, all the shares. So yeah, you can support my channel, go to my website. There should be a link to it when I post it. And yeah, you just click the link and then you click support. And then you can donate monthly if you want. Yeah, so I'm just going to try and grow my podcast, grow my YouTube channel. That's a big goal of mine, is growing my YouTube right now. In order to get, possible ads on my videos in order to make money and, prove that I'm more on the right track. Like, I know that I'm on the right track, but I just want to know that like I'm becoming successful in what I'm doing. That's the thing. Like, I do have a drive to be successful. It's just like, I don't know, who knows, but as long as I believe that it's going to happen, it probably will. So yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. I will catch you on the next one. And as always, keep up the good work. Why is this not working?